Hey there, welcome or welcome back. I'm Angela. Thanks for stopping in. Today's video is just a quick little pepper update. So this year I had the best pepper harvest I've ever had. I couldn't even believe it because sometimes peppers, for me at least, can be a little bit tricky, especially the bell peppers. I find that it's easier for me to grow the hot peppers. But this year, all types of peppers did really well in my garden. I've had so much success. I've made hot sauce, pickled peppers, salsa. I've frozen a lot of peppers. It's been like crazy good with the peppers this year. So we actually had our first frost today. Well, it was a frost on the cars, but not on the plants. So I don't know if that's technically first frost or not, because it didn't really affect any of the plants or the foliage. Either way, I figured it's about time to come out to the garden and get the last of my peppers off the plants. So I'll show you what I picked, and then I'll talk to you about how I freeze peppers. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. So this bed here was my pepper bed. I did have peppers growing in pots too, a few pots, but most of my peppers were in this 3-foot by 8-foot bed, along with a couple of eggplants and some marigolds, as you can see. A few of the plants I've already yanked out, like days or a couple of weeks ago, that had just stopped producing. So I still have a bunch of cayenne peppers on. You can see that. So I'm leaving those, and hopefully they'll come to maturity before we get a serious frost. And what I picked today, like this is probably going to be the last of any appreciable peppers that I get, like the sizable peppers. These are some serranos, some green bell peppers, and banana peppers. And what I intend to do with these is to freeze them. The freezing method that I use for peppers depends on the type of pepper. So I've had good success in the past with hot peppers, with just washing them really well, letting them dry, and then just putting them into a freezer Ziploc bag or other appropriate freezer storage container and just freezing them whole. No chopping, no blanching, no nothing, just whole pepper right in the freezer. With bell peppers, it's a little bit different. And what I've done with those, and I don't know why this matters, but this is what I read a while back, a couple years ago, so I tend to follow it, that you can just freeze hot peppers whole like that. But with the bell peppers, you should cut the stems off and go ahead and de-seed them and take the membrane out and basically slice them or chop them up how you intend to use them, and then freeze them flat on a tray, like one layer of pieces, I guess, if you will, and just until they're frozen, whether that takes about an hour maybe. And then once they're frozen, you can then put them into like a freezer storage bag. So doing it that way keeps them from freezing all stuck together. If you freeze them in a single layer individually, and then once they're frozen, you can group them all together in the freezer bag. I really haven't been able to find a good explanation for why you can freeze hot peppers whole. You do have to take the stems off, but otherwise you can freeze them whole without even blanching. But why you should, with bell peppers, you should de-seed them and chop them or cut them into strips. And my first thought is that maybe because bell peppers have more air space inside. I'm not sure, but if any of you guys know the reason why there's different methods for the types of peppers, please do comment, because I'm really curious about that. Otherwise, that's all that I have. Thanks for stopping in. Until next time, this is Angela with a friendly reminder to get out there and play in the dirt. Bye.